We're here with Dave SIMS. New Yorkers know him from WFAN and WCBS.
WCBS, WFAN, WNBC.
New York.
Yes, sir.
Dave, I know you got to go and you're in a rush. How's Seattle treating you out there?
Good, real good, thank you. This is the 16th year. Where'd it go? You know, it comes and goes quickly. I'm enjoying it. The team's on the uptick. You're on a little down cycle right now, but all in all, it's been great.
Dave, you know, I got to ask you, a couple of weeks ago, we had CC Sabathia and Ken Griffey Jr., and they were talking about getting more minorities into baseball. Your thoughts on that?
It's, you know, I grew up in Philly, grew up in 50s, 60s, and 70s, and we had a really good number of African Americans and Latino players, and the numbers, I think the Latin players, their numbers are, no question, and without you, we're in trouble. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Well, I would love to get the percentage of African American players back up to at least double digits. I mean, we're 5-6% right now. If you give me 12,
lucky, if you're being
thank you. So, I mean, I would love to get back to 12-15% if we could. It's still a great game, man. It's a great game.
Why do you think that African Americans are not playing baseball? Is it because you think it's more that we're not investing in inner city, or?
Well, all I know is when I grew up in Philly, every playground, every neighborhood had a playground, and there was a league, and we were all part of the same league, okay? The other thing people tell me, the expense of being on a travel team could run upwards of 15 large.
That's right.
And 15 large, and the bats, right. So the bats are, you're going for like $500-600 for a bat? Yeah, so, I mean, that's a killer. Whereas in basketball, hey, man, just get a shirt, get an orange shirt, a white shirt, let's go play. In a hoop, you're good.
Now, your thoughts on 60 years later, after Jackie Robinson being inducted and stuff like that, we only have 2 African American managers, and one of them was an afterthought. I mean, it wasn't it wasn't like Houston was out to want
exactly.
It.
Yeah,
so,
and like I've talked to so many coaches in all the sports, when the stuff gets really bad, then all of a sudden they find the brothers. A lot of times that'll happen.
Right.
So Dusty was the right man for that situation. He's a good friend, love the guy. His greatness speaks for itself. And, there's a whole bunch of other guys. I'm glad Dave Roberts has his gig. I'm glad he's got a championship. I'd like to see Dusty get a championship, get a ring, because he's going to be in the top 10 and wins before it's all over. So, hopefully, and a Hall of Famer, and hopefully not too many wins against us at our expense. But, I mean, I would love to see more. I'd love to see more, as Mr. Robinson said in that final appearance he made, more black faces in the third base coaching box as well.
And at an executive level also.
Right, we got to grow them, man. That's what we have to continue to grow, the excitement of the game to the younger kids. Not everybody's going to be Ken Griffey Jr. and all that kind of stuff. But you know what? You can be in the game. You can do what I do. You can be, you can work in public relations. There's so many things. You work in a business office. There's a million things to do, and it's a great atmosphere to be in.
That's right. Was it? You said you were brought up in the 60s and 70s. Was it hard for you being black, breaking into the sports show?
I was a middle-aged man by the time I got this job full-time. I mean, I did some work at ESPN when I was in my 30s, but to get the full-time job, I was a lot older than that. And I fully appreciate this opportunity.
I'm sure you probably must have said, man, if I would have had a different color, I probably would have been in there a long time ago.
I think that thought may have roamed through my brain on a time or two, yeah, absolutely.
Well, listen, man, I'm glad you're still doing what you like to do, and we miss you here in New York, man.
Appreciate that. I miss you
I
guys
remember
too.
Tony Guida, and
man.
Michelle Mars.
Yes, indeed.
The late Michelle Mars.
Yeah.
And,
those were good days. Good days.
Wonder Wolf, man.
Yeah.
But listen,
good to see you, man.
All
right, you bet. All right, be well. You bet.
Por favor, suscríbete a nuestro canal de YouTube Las 5 Esquinas de Nueva York.